Hello everyone, welcome to bi-weekly lessons with KenteCode AI Academy. Today we'll be discussing about SQL. Introduction to SQL. And SQL is Structured Query Language. What is SQL? SQL stands for Structured Query Language. It is a standard programming language used to manage and manipulate relational database. SQL is used to create, read, update, and delete data stored in database tables. Now we understand that SQL is a structured query language and interacts with databases. What then is a database? A database is an organized collection of data typically stored and accessed electronically from a computer system. Databases are designed to efficiently store, retrieve, and manage large amounts of information. Data in a database is usually structured in tables, which consist of rows and columns. We have types of databases. One, relational databases. Example, PostgreSQL, MySQL, SQLite. These are variations of relational databases that uses tables and SQL for data management. 2, NoSQL database. Example, MongoDB, Redis. It uses flexible data models for unstructured or semi-structured data. Database management system. A database management system is a software that interacts with the end user, applications, and the database itself to capture and analyze data. In our context of SQL with KenteCode AI, we'll be using PostgreSQL. And PostgreSQL is a powerful open source object-oriented relational database management system. It is known for its reliability, feature robustness, and performance. pgadmin is a free open source management tool for PostgreSQL databases. It provides a graphical interface to interact with PostgreSQL, making it easier to manage database without using a command line tool. When it comes to using PostgreSQL, we interact with the database using pgadmin. So if we want to create a database, we run the command in the query tool, create database analysis. So create database creates the database analysis. So create database is a command that we pass into the query tool in PostgreSQL. And analysis is the name of the database. When the database exists, we use the command drop database and the database's name, which is analysis. That will delete the database in the database management system. So when we create database, here is what we will see. We have the server, PostgreSQL, this is our database management system, and we have the databases. So the database analysis is created where we have analysis shown here. Create table is also another command that is used to create table that consists of columns. So when we want to create table, we pass the command create table and the name of the table, teachers. These are the columns that would be passed into the table. So we have ID, we have first name, we have last name, we have school, hire date, and we have salary. These names are these are column names for the table. We have big serial is a type of data that would be used for identifying the row numbers. So ID big serial is automatically generated by PostgreSQL. var name, varchar, 25 and 50, they are all variable character. That is the length that will be used to accept the names in a particular column. Hire date has a data type of date. Salary numeric has a data type of numerals. So we use the command drop table teachers. This will delete the teachers table if the table exists. So now we have created a column. If we want to create rows, that is to have the columns to be populated by data, we use the command insert into teachers. Now the teachers is the table name. So we have the first name, last name, school, hire date, and salary. This is the column names, and then the values are the data that would be inserted into each column name. So this data will be the rows. So we have row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4, row 5, and row 6. These will all be inserted into the teachers table. So once we create the tables, we have the teachers table. as seen here. So to view the content in the table, we use the select statement in SQL. The select statement is used to query data from a database. Its basic structure is we have select column 1, column 2 from table name, where and then the condition comes, and then we have order by, can use the column ascending or descending. This is the basic structure of a select statement, or the order of select, how SQL is arranged. So for you, in order to use a select, in order to view the table teachers, we have select star from teachers. The star is a wildcard in PostgreSQL or in the standard SQL language, that we have to show all the rows in the table teachers. So once we select the table from teachers, we select all rows from teachers, we will have a visualization. We can also use a select statement with a limit clause, limit by 5 or limited by 5 rows. A select statement with where clause, where it applies a filter. We will see the next slide. So when we say select star from teachers, we select all the values, the row values of the teachers. So that's what we have here. We have all values. And then when we say select star from teachers, limit by 5, we limit the row by 5. That's the data in the table teachers. And then when we select all from teachers, where school is FD Roosevelt High School, now we filter the school column to FD Roosevelt, and now the data output will only show us schools which are FD Roosevelt High School, and that is the output we have here. Math operators in SQL. For math operators in SQL, we have the operator addition, subtraction, asterisk, which is multiplication, / division. It only returns the quotient and does not return the remainder, unlike say in Python, where we are able to return the decimal point. For SQL, it only returns the quotient. Modulo returns the remainder, and exponentiation is the correct symbol. We have the square root, which is the slash, and then the /. We have double slash, and we have / for cube root, and then we have factorial exclamation mark. When it comes to basic arithmetic, we have addition, subtraction, multiplication. For basic addition, subtraction, multiplication, we run each line separately in pgadmin. That is the graphical interface for PostgreSQL. So select statement is used for computing the addition, subtraction, or all mathematical calculations in SQL. So select 2 plus 2, the result is 4. Select 9 minus 1, we have 8, and then select 3 times 4, we have 12. We can use as to give the result a meaningful name. So that will give the name, that will label the column result. So when we say 3 times 4 as result, that will give an alias to the column result. Order of operations. SQL follows standard math rule, PEMDAS. We have the parentheses first, exponent and root, multiplication, division, modulo, that starts from left to right, then addition and subtraction, also left to right. The order of operation, an example is, we have select 7 plus 8 times 9. This multiplication starts first, and the result is 79. Select 7 plus 8 in bracket, multiply by 9. Now here, parentheses starts first because the parentheses is the first order of operations. We have 135. These two results are different without the parentheses. So we have select 3 exponent 3 minus 1. That is 26 because it's going to work with the exponent first. Now when we have 3 exponent 3 minus 1, it's going to work with the parentheses first. That will be 2. 3 squared is 9. And that's the results that we have here. Thank you for watching, and this is the this is the end of the bi-weekly lesson for KenteCode AI Academy by the Ambassador. Thank you.